Okay, so like I told y'all yesterday, I was gonna come back. I'm still working on the best way to do my videos and get everything done, but I did want to come and talk about safe space. So the reason why it bothers me is because I looked it up, which I'll do to make sure that I have a clear understanding of something. So, because I kept hearing everybody, it's just not my safe space, or that's my safe space. And everybody probably has something that's considered their safe space. Well, what bothers me about safe space is the way that it's being used. And I can give you a prime example. So, at my previous job, I was on a committee there. It was a couple of us. I could count them, but it doesn't matter. It was a couple of us. But there was three of us that stood out on that actual committee. And so what we were doing, we would come up with projects to try to keep everybody engaged at work. It's especially hard when you're virtual because you're not seeing anybody unless every once in a while you do a team meeting or something like that and everybody says you have to go on camera. And then after you've gotten so used to not being on camera and being virtual, people tend to be comfortable and casual in what they wear to work, not doing their hair or anything like that. So we don't get to see each other. And it's hard to do anything virtually because, again, you don't have any close contact. So, speed it up. We were having a discussion how on all the projects it seems to be just three of us that participate in the project. So the way the committee worked, all of us were able, this was the safe space part, all of us were able to come up with ideas that we thought, let's take, we want to definitely do holidays and stuff. So let's take July the 4th. So we came up, we decided we wanted to do a presentation for July the 4th where people would send in recipes. You get your recipes, we'll put those in there. You have photos of you and your family together, however you spend your 4th of July. Okay, great. Everybody said, oh yeah, I can do that. I got this, I got that. Each week we go through and we see where we are with the progress on the project. And I'm just using the 4th of July because there were several projects. So we go through, we see where we are. The same three. Oh, I've got my pictures. I just got to send them in. I've got a recipe I'm going to send in. Okay, great. Check with the other people. Oh, I'm still working on it, but it's coming together. Next week, the same thing. Now we're about 2 or 3 days off from it's time to turn in the assignment. Or project, I'm sorry. So the three of us that work so well together, and we don't want to look bad because we're considering whatever we put out, it represents all of us because we're all in this group. So we start discussing where the issues come in, which is the other people that are saying they're going to do or they're going to have this and they don't come up with it. Well, the three of us, we're trying to do more because now we're picking up their part because we're not going to turn in any crappy presentation. So as we're discussing where the problem is, somebody goes to reaching out to someone higher up than us and stating they didn't feel like it was a safe space. No, it was a safe space where you could have told us if you have an issue that arose that's keeping you from doing your part that you said you would do. It was a safe space when we were talking about the project. It was a safe space where you could have said, no, I don't participate in that, or I don't feel comfortable with that. That was the safe space. But now you're using, it didn't feel like a safe space because we're holding people accountable. And that goes on a lot. So many people are going to do this, going to do that, and when they're called out on their shit, and let's just say it for what it is, when they're called out on their shit or their lies, now it's not a safe space. I don't feel safe. Oh my God, I don't feel safe. I'm being virtually bullied. No, do what you say you're going to do. Stuff happens. We all have a way where we can get in touch with somebody. So me, I'm unable to do my part because I'm sick. I'm going to reach out to whoever I have contact with. If I'm not coming to work, I've got some outside contact with these people where I can contact them outside of work. I'm going to let them know, can you go in and tell the rest of the girls, unfortunately I'm sick, so I'm not going to be able to do my part. I feel safe enough in that space to let them know I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm not at my best. I'm sick, so I'm not going to even be at work to participate. That's how you handle that. The space is safe for you to say. What it's not safe to do is to lie. Why do it? Quit using these words and then just going on to make them work for you. Because I want everybody, every phone has Google, or I don't know what an iPhone has, but you can look it up. A safe space is where you can relate stuff without being judged, without being criticized. It doesn't say a safe space is going to give you a place to run and you're not going to be held accountable for what you say you're going to do. Do what you say you're going to do. Any space is safe. If you're somewhere and you don't feel safe enough to where you say, I don't want to do that, I don't want to participate, the issue is you, not the space, not the other people. The issue is you. It's just a bunch of lying going on. And when people get called out, now the cute thing again, it's not a safe space for me. I just don't feel safe. Oh, baby, you're safe because can't nobody beat you up virtually. You're safe. I know words do hurt. Again, professionalism. Me, for one, I can say plenty of ugly words, and as y'all continue listening to me, you'll probably get to hear quite a few of them in the way that I talk. But I need my job. I would never do anything like that. It's not that serious or that deep for me to call you out of your name because you're a liar. I will say you just lied. I don't need anybody coming back later. Well, you don't know what they had going on. Yeah, that's the damn problem. I don't know what they had going on. They didn't say it. So again, they're sorry as hell because they said they were going to do it, never came back, didn't send a text if they lost their voice, didn't tell somebody else so it could be relayed. So they're a liar because when you say you're going to do something, or when you say one thing but it's something totally opposite, that's a lie. That's a complete lie, and we're just going to call it for what it is. At TikTok Tamisa Clock or Tamisa Talks, whichever one I want to use for that day, we're going to call everything for what it is. I'm okay with people not agreeing with what I say. You can always challenge what I say. We can have a conversation. But I just love that T.I. in that song, Let Him Know. He's not going, now I can't even think of it. But he's saying arguing with the two phrases he uses in there. Yeah, I'm not going to do a bunch of arguing. We can agree to disagree, and that's fine. And I'm not going to make any excuses for myself or anybody else. I got plenty of people that I love to pieces. If they're wrong, they're just wrong. And that's just what that is. I call them out on it too. Believe me, I call them out on it. But people run around here making excuses. Oh, you don't know what she had going on. You're definitely right. And looks like I'll never know. All I know is what she told me. She said she was going to do it. And guess what? It didn't get done. So there it is. Remember, a safe space is where you can go in, you can talk, you won't be criticized nor judged, and you won't be beaten up verbally or physically. Safe space speech. I thought it went really well. You can always leave your comments on any of my videos. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Have a great and safe day.